Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support of the channel. As always, hit the subscribe. I'll spit it out. Subscribe button if you like what you see. If you're looking for other ways to support the channel, you'll find those down below. Oh, Brute Boss, also known as NATO Tiger 53 from Clan Bob. What about Bob, man? What about Bob? He's in his Sturv 74, Tier 6. Swedish medium tank. Look at this. It's a weird little tank, a little skinny dude, but has a pretty wicked little gun. It's a lot like maybe an EZ8, maybe slightly more accurate, although I can't prove that. I'd have to look at the actual numbers. It just feels that way, maybe. The Swedish EZ8 kind of tank right there. He's bottom tier in a 2-tier battle, and he is on Himmel's Lakeville Dorf, and he takes the road less traveled right up the middle. Hey diddle diddle right up the middle. That is highly unusual. Kind of lucky, I think, that there's nobody in the middle spotting. There we go. There is. Oh, there's a Tog. Get those hit points. NATO Tiger, shoot the guy. Shoot him. There we go. Holy cow, that's just a hit point pinata. There we go. Now we're getting in the game. Take a chunk out of him. I think I would go for a track and a hit, although is he tracked? It's hard to tell. You might go for that left or right front corner. His right front corner. Potentially get a track and a damaging shot at the same time, and somehow this thing hides. Somehow the Tog hid from him. So we get some damage. We're up to 301 right there. Looks like the Valley of the Noobs has gone poorly. They've pushed an M2Y, Thunderbolt, and T20 in there. Those are great tanks, actually, as well as a P43. That's a pretty good push, and it looks like it's torn up NATO Tiger's team. So he's going to fall back. I would agree with this. I would agree with this. Probably a good idea to tuck up on the ridge line right there. Although if they cross and get into the low area, that's going to make that position very difficult indeed. Although you do have a Sioux P43 and now a Types moving up to help you. I like this. He fades even further back. Probably thinking the same thing. If they come around on that ramp, you don't want to be exposed too much. So at least here you can control a little bit the amount of exposure. Although he's got to help now. So that's good as long as the Sioux and the P43, now let's just pause this for a minute. And what I'm talking about is, as long as these fellers here are keeping these fellers here from coming around the corner and hitting you, now you can start working your way up along the edge. But you got to watch carefully, because if they die, or those guys just come around the corner and accept the hits, you could take some shots into the side. Now it is an M2Y and a Thunderbolt. Okay, so good news. The P43 has not crossed. He's out in the open. I don't know what this guy's doing. The M2Y has made a completely dopey move and should get absolutely punished for it. Yeah, I think I would have been a little more aggressive getting shots on that guy. You might have eaten one, but holy cow. You also could have used the opportunity to maybe track him. Oh, the M44 has moved to where he can get a shot on you. Nicely done. P43 makes him self-available for shotting and takes one to the 4 nugget. Guess that was maybe the side of the head. The M2Y is getting crushed. Yeah, I would push this advantage right now. Absolutely. It looks like you're doing it. Get more aggressive. Get around there and start taking these guys out. Because meanwhile, back at the ranch, the city is going poorly. Also, a giant concern right now is to start thinking about guys who may be coming up the road behind you. That's kind of the problem with situations like this. You could get in a pinch, and that might not be great. Potentially the Sioux would see him, or the KV2, and give you some warning. Yeah, I think you've had a bunch of opportunity for getting in there and getting shot. Yeah, go get that guy. Get him. Get him. There you go. Nicely done. T20's still alive. He's busy. I like the check on what he's doing. I would get up there so that when the reload happened, I'm poking and shooting immediately. This is a time when you can start sharing hit points with the 58. See, the 58 pressed the situation, and he lost a lot of hit points. So if you'd have taken a hit or two out of that, he'd have a bunch more hit points as well, and you could both be getting in here, getting your guns working together. So see, he's given up on you right there. He poked a bunch of times and got beat up. So now he's gone, and it's just you at this point. Holy cow. He's staring down the T20 right there. T20's made a good move as far as repositioning and not continuing to poke against TDs and such. There we go. Go for the track and the damage if you can. Sometimes you're just trying to get the Pipper online and get a shot. But if you can track him, make him burn a kit, and then maybe next time you can get him, or if his kits are burned, he'll be tracked. You will out-reload that guy. Yes, he's shooting the high alpha, so you will out-reload him pretty easily. There you go, nice shot. Try to get rid of that guy. Well, your Artie's just having a struggle. There goes the city. So your time that you've got left now, and in terms of your timing problem, is getting worse and worse. So there you go. And now we need to push in there and get rid of the guys behind us. So consider the Thunderbolt and the JPZ the guys behind you, and the other guys coming around from the city are going to be the ones in front of you. So you need to kill these guys and be able to turn around and defend the cap. Yeah, I really think you can do some good work here. Hold down on these dudes. Here comes your Sioux. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, he's just staring. All right, so he's got good backup. Yeah, see how the Basoto and the 3002 are now starting to encroach? They're actually in draw distance. They can't see you, but if they do get a little bit further north, and they will, it looks like the KV2 for some reason is going down the middle road. You do have one defender in there kind of keeping him lit and busy. Did you kill the Basoto? No, he's still alive. There goes your 3045. So all that time right there was time that probably needed to be spent taking that guy out. When your 122-44 moves like that, you got to get in there with him. Keep that guy busy. Not sure where the Panzer IV has gone. Yeah, we're being uber careful. He's probably going to take a big hit here pretty quickly. All right, something to think about right there while you got a 144, a 122-44 is you could right there, and that thing reloads pretty quickly, you could make a dash across. Yes, the Thunderbolt will start shooting you. Excuse me, but you can then get two guns on this guy. Yeah, kill him off. There we go. Fix that. Now just push in there and start shooting this dude. Can auto-aim him. That'll work. He's not very fast. See how it's kind of lagging behind? Good thing is you got tracked right there. So you take both those down. That's very nice. We're at 1,572. All right, I would think very carefully about the position you're going to. So let's look at what we got going on. The Basoto, the 3002, there's also a T-25AT potentially at full hit points. So 3 tanks and 2 Arty. If they are infesting this area over here, where you're going over here is completely vulnerable to fire. So we'll see where you go, but I would not go up to here. Somebody had been seeing you for a while. It's interesting the KV2 still alive. Didn't notice that. So it looks like you thought better of it, turning around. I would go to the hold down spot over there where the 3000 or the 304 is. There you go. That's a good spot. The other one is where the 122-44 is on that position, but he's got that handled. This is fairly exposed, but at least you'll have a nice hold down kind of shooting area. Although we've decided to... Okay, we're coming around behind. All right, that's not bad. Looks like you're checking 6 right there in case the 25 AT or somebody decides to come in. That's fine. There's the Basoto. So I thought that was not bad, actually. Go check 6 and see if maybe you surprise somebody moving up on you. 122-44 nukes that guy. That's very nice. There's the 3002. You got gold loaded, so I'd agree with that. That guy's got some good armor. You do have one option to push up to the buildings. The problem is it's completely exposed to artillery. So what I'm talking about here is you could get up here and get a little better spotting. This bush is kind of useful. The problem is any kind of poke on the right side of this left building, and really even this building is going to get you auto spotted more than likely. Plus the Arty's going to start pounding you, so it might be a bit early to make an aggressive move like that. Big question here right now is where is the T-25AT? He could be moving up behind you. It's very possible. Or he could be sitting out at like A8 or something, waiting to get a spot. Oh, look at that. So the T-25AT has killed the KV2. Looks like an Arty did the spotting. Something to think about. Late game, an Arty like that. That is another set of eyes, potentially, that you can move forward and get spots. So I like that. 13 F3 is a fast Arty as well, relatively. So NATO's going to back out of that. Man, yeah, I think that was kind of a dangerous move, moving across there. If you're backing out, do it from that position right there and keep your turret forward. You can zoom out enough to turn the tank and not run into anything. There you go. pulling all the way back, and really at this point outnumbered 3 to 4. Oh, run into your Artie. You're basically going to need to kind of move around a bit and keep eyes on as much as you can. You'd hate for somebody to come up behind the SU-122-44. I think if we look at this, we can see that anyone who comes along over here from the east is going to be seen by your 122-44. So kind of think about where your chess pieces are. He's also got backup. Your Artie's pointed that way. I think I'd look into the alley or to the valley. Well, it doesn't matter now. This guy's been spotted, so now you got something to do. Ooh, 122-44. Don't do that. He should have stayed in the bush. I mean, he's just going to get spotting points. I'm not sure why he moved forward. Now he's going to be seen. So, as I was talking about that, I'd be back here. I'd be looking this way, and then you can come around the corner if something shows up. But your biggest vulnerability right now is your 6 o'clock. Although, at the moment, the last time somebody died on the road, look at that, they're taking counter fire. The AT-25 was somewhere over on that side of the map. All right, so you get lit, absolutely turtle up, try to get away from the Artie as much as possible. Oh, don't go too far, he might hit you right there. Use that big rock as much as possible. My concern would be if he's still sitting on like the 1 or 2 column for the other Artie. Although he might not be, because the M44 hit you from the southeast corner and the 13F3 was last seen driving up into the middle road, so that might have been a good guess. Artie's taking pot shots at the 3002. He hasn't moved. I'm going to laugh if he gets actually seen or countered. Nope, he's moving now. There we go. Oh, we find an Artie. All right, very nice. And we eat a shot. Here we go. Nice track. He does have a kit. 122-44 is going in. Oof. M44 goes after you. I was going to say maybe the 122-44 dies to the M44. Is he going to ram him? Oh, what just happened over there? Oh, we have a circle jerk. What's happening over here? Oh no. So maybe an attempted ram or something happened over here. Uh-oh. This is a situation developing right here. Who's going to win this? Oh, their guns are pointed the same direction. Can we make it happen? Oh man. That is rough, my friends. That is rough. NATO Tiger is going to go in here and try to finish off this Artie. Oh, we missed it, and we got lit. M44 is going to be reloaded. Yes, he just misses us. This is a tense one, an absolute tense one. You might have been able to shoot him underneath that tank, by the way. That's something to look for when Artie are trying to do that little hide behind something and reload trick against you. Let's see. Okay, you're going to miss that shot, unfortunately. We're going to keep on pressing. I think that's the right answer. Just keep moving. Hopefully the other Artie misses you, which he did. And let's see if maybe we could have got a shot on this guy. Yeah, looks like we had a shot underneath, so something to think about right there. But we're going to just clear the obstruction, take him down. Now, where's that T-25? Holy cow. The fact that he was not there doesn't appear to have hit the... He doesn't... Oh, that looks like a shot from him. I'm not sure if that was Artie. I don't know. Let's look back at that. Does that have an arc on it? So we're leaving. I'm trying to figure out where the T-25AT is. I'm surprised he didn't do any kills over here. I didn't notice whether any shots came in. That was an Artie shot. All right, so that makes me feel like maybe the T-25AT is trying to be clever and might be coming through the valley. Nope. Yep, there he is. He is. He did try to come around through the valley. So can we gang tackle with a 304 and a Sturv against a T-25AT? Thank goodness he didn't pick that way to go. It looks like he was charging down that way. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Got to press, man. Boy, you got to get in there on this guy. Because you don't want him to kill the artillery. As long as there's two of you, it's a challenge for him. Track him. There you go. There you go. Does he not have a kit? Do it again. All right, so we have to change our position. One thing to think about here as you're doing this, if you want to do permatrack stuff, and it might be a little difficult because you have this in the way, but you could move in or up onto here and try to get to the other side so you can shoot in this direction and both track and damage. This angle isn't quite right, although it looks like you're exploring it. See if you can put a track on him on the next shot, or are we just going to take 2 hits? There we go. All right, now he's going to actually give you an opportunity to track and damage right here. There we go. He apparently doesn't have a kit at all. All right, you got to go forward sprocket now. Not sure if that hit the track. What I'm saying is you want to get in right there. Yeah, see, you're not tracking him, so you wanted to go for one of the wheels on that. Oh, Mr. 304 is just doing a suicide attack. Oh, fantastic. 2,535. Oh, and the M44 lets you know where he is. The M44 lets you know where he is. Is the 304 still full hit points? You got to like that. You're both basically one-shots to it. You for sure, even a splash is probably going to kill you. I think it would have to be a fairly direct hit for the M44. Looks like the 304 just wants to hero mode it. He's going to zing right past. Does he get by without any shots? He sure does. He certainly got the M44's attention, though. Yeah, you've got a bush here. This guy's not even going to know you're here. There we go. You might think about going HE there, and you know it always lets me down, so that's kind of up to you. Yep, he's making a runner. Oh, he's making a runner, yeah. So his gun is away from you. Just keep pushing. He's got to stop and turn if he wants to try to do anything. Look how fast that silly thing is. It's faster than you would think. Is he spinning around? No, he's just running. He's on a runner. Look at him. I'm out of here. I think he's outdistancing you, man. You have a cutoff right here. You know the road comes back around. All right, he knows that too. He's stopped. This is where he's spinning around. Is your 304 making a move? Yeah, kind of. No, the 304 is chasing. What the 304 should have done is gone for a different angle and headed right over to here, and then he could have absolutely helped you. This is going to be tricky. I'd be careful even trying to do that because it's a fairly easy splash for you. 304 just goes and he's like, I got this. That's great. Oh, no! There's been some fantastic maneuvering in this battle. Oh, man, you gotta love it. There he goes. Oh, and the 304. All right, you got the kill, and the 304 killed himself. 6 kills, 2,850 damage, 170 assists. I'm glad I watched this one, actually. I'm also glad I didn't look at it beforehand because that was a lot of fun. There was some crazy, silly stuff going on right there. Nice game, man. Went down into the city. I'd be careful about cutting that short, but got away with it. Killed off the Tog. Noticed that nothing good was happening in the Valley of the Noobs. Flexed back. I thought you could have been a little more aggressive in there, but you did a really nice job maintaining hit points. So who's to argue with the win there? Maybe if you'd have been a little more aggressive and lost a couple of hit points along there, that last hit would have killed you, and maybe you don't win this game. But I think reducing the other guy's hit points faster is also important. Still, it was well done there. Hung out, defended for a bit. Did a nice job kind of checking 6 and doing some things you needed to do there. I think you probably could have been watching the Valley a little bit more, but still, nobody really showed up until the T-25 AT did it later on, and it seems like you sensed that same situation I was talking about the same time. Moved back there and found them, so nicely done, man. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see ya.